This is the local and national news from fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. There's a lot to be sorted out before any new government can competently take over the reins here in Thailand. Much to the chagrin of most Thais, infighting continues between the two major parties in the planned coalition, and at least one senator has laid claim to the fact that Khun Pita, the leader of the winning party, will not be endorsed by senators as the next Prime Minister. As Pheu Thai, who still rub their wounds after coming second to the Future Forward Party, still demand that their candidate take the parliamentary speaker's position, so meetings set for this week have been called off and discussions taking place in the wings ahead of a planned final meeting between coalition parties now set for Sunday. The Speaker's position is a key one, and were Khun Pita not to be elected as Prime Minister, it's indeed a position he might just take as a consolation prize. The whole future of the new Parliament now is up in the air, with fans of the previous ruling leaders rubbing their hands with glee. Meanwhile, political fallouts are being blamed for the 7-month low trading value of the Thai baht, and a stale trade in investments here. Khun Pita is obviously the choice of most voters in Thailand. That was made abundantly clear in the election. But the complex method of internal parliamentary election, combined with the need to have coalition with Pheu Thai and others, has left most of the public in a wait-and-see state. And those on-the-wire senators who've yet to decide how to vote will be watching to see just how strong this coalition really is and whether it can work together on these initial but important decisions before taking the reins and controlling the major decisions required by a parliament. Yesterday, one senator told the media he doubted very much that even 5 senators would vote for Khun Pita as Prime Minister, and that could lead to problems for sure. The Toyota Motor Company, in conjunction with CP Foods, will begin producing hydrogen in Thailand by year's end in a project designed to supply energy for vehicles and other engineering programs. A biogas generation plant is being set up to extract gases from chicken droppings. With Toyota's technicians already well versed on the benefits of using hydrogen as a future power for vehicles, and CP owning huge poultry farms, the partnership hopes to see up to 1,000 litres of hydrogen produced hourly and then used for supply trucks that would service CP food deliveries. With many globally seeing hydrogen as a more viable alternative to battery power, the project's being watched closely by global experts. The Thai Criminal Court on Wednesday acquitted the 5 anti-government demonstrators who were arrested during a demonstration that saw Her Majesty the Queen's cavalcade pass through the same area, be held up by the protests, and some arrested charged with defiance. The 2020 incident appears to have taken protesters, authorities and even on-site security by surprise, as none were prepared for the proximity of the cavalcade to the demonstration. Without doubt, it would have been an extraordinarily uncomfortable situation for Her Majesty the Queen in the very secure vehicle, as police hadn't cleared a path, but on realising did get up close to protect the vehicles from any untoward behaviour. And the court accepted that there had been no malicious behaviour or intent by those charged. Please note that, as is common policy here, comments on YouTube regarding this occurrence will be deleted and posters blocked from our site, and we thank you for your understanding. In the UK, at the Glastonbury Music Festival last weekend, reports emanated of the death of a music fan there. It's now been confirmed that the 48-year-old, who according to reports passed away from natural causes, was a well-known English radio presenter who worked for years on Phuket airwaves. Jason Winder, known as Wilder, collapsed on a footpath area, and his passing will sadden listeners who enjoyed his well-versed banter across the island. Thunderstorms are set to see flooding in upwards of 60% of the nation over the next few days. As usual, storms have, for the most part, bypassed the Pattaya area, but in other parts of our region there's been heavy rain, and in the north flooding already. This was announced by the Met Office on the same day that we hear of an earthquake recorded, registering 4.5 on the Richter scale in the Pitsanulok region just after midnight this morning. No damage reported to buildings, but the tremor was felt by residents far and wide and came as a shock, waking many from their slumbers. And in the capital, authorities have moved toward allowing school children a little freedom of expression, as the BMA has asked schools to allow pupils 1 day a week to wear clothing as they please and not uniforms, and to lessen control of hairstyles. The non-uniform day would allow them to wear pretty much what they want within reason, and children who choose not to take advantage of that can still wear their uniforms. As to hairstyle, Well, in the past there have been reports of some teachers acting as barbers on children whose style didn't adhere to regulations, often in front of other pupils, as a lesson to all. That's to stop, and instead other methods can and will be adopted. The changes result from complaints from elder students who have in the past protested against uniform regulations. Uniforms, though, we're told, do literally see all children dressing uniformly, and as a result dressing equally too, which benefits the majority. And school uniforms in Thailand are very inexpensive, meaning that the well-heeled can't show off to those from lower-income families. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, City Hall has sent out a letter to businesses registered in Walking Street to inform them that street hawkers will be banned from the pedestrian main thoroughfare as of Monday. Any hawker with or without a stall is set to be removed by authorities in a bid to clean up the area. No word on whether this will extend to the side soys, popular with food vendors, but so far that seems unlikely. And in neighbouring Saen, the Grand Prix races are now underway, seeing pro drivers racing through the city roads, in races from now through to Sunday. A great event for all. Best to get there early if you want a place with a view and take plenty of fluids to drink. So far, reports are that it's been amazing. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 32 degrees, dropping down to 28, with the real feel in the sun of 41, a day of humidity and showers, at the very least. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.